Dean, DLS Fleet Services, thank you for jumping on with me today. Walk me through what was going on before you started with us, like on the marketing front. What was call volume like before?
Call volume was spotty. We would be busy and then we would go dead. Then some of our regular customers would step in. It was sometimes good, sometimes very spotty. It was hard to manage techs because I would have 2 techs for a while, and then need 4 techs, and have 4 techs and need 2 techs. And that's where the real problem came in, was I just wasn't steady.
Sometimes you'd be slammed, other times you're busy, and that's basically a nightmare for managing payroll.
That's correct.
Tell me about April. I understand you cleaned house on some mechanics. What happened to your workload during that stretch?
We was busy. I just wasn't getting equipment out the door. I was work, and I had 2 mechanics that were supposed to at the beginning of the year, and they didn't pan out. So come about April, I had to clean house, and it got down to just me and Cody, who's my office manager and my lead tech. And I hired 3 more people after that. One of my old techs came back that I know is good, and 2 more techs. One of them's a very good tech, and the other one's a young kid that I'm just training as we go.
When you cleaned house in April, you still had a lot of lead flow. You guys were just turning it away, or what did you do?
Yeah, we were getting calls, and Cody was having to tell them, hey, we're 2 to 3 weeks out, and people were they were going elsewhere.
You were comfortable bringing on the techs because you felt like the phone was going to keep ringing and actually provide the workflow to keep these guys busy?
Yeah, that's correct. We've been keeping them busy ever since they've been here, and we've got a pretty good backload still going.
Where's the business at now in terms of just like overall size, whatever metrics you want to provide?
First half of the year, we're a little over, $500,000 in revenue, which is last year, but like I say, we couldn't put the work out. The work was there. We just couldn't put the work out this year. I think we could have been at 6 to 650 on the revenue side easily, which would have been a big step up from last year if we could have pushed it out the door.
So you think you would be up significantly this year if you'd kind of been able to clean house last year and like built this team that you have? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because last year I don't remember turning down any work. We never got to where we were just so slammed that we couldn't accept the work. This year we've been steady the whole time we've had backlog. I'd say probably a month after we signed up with Repair Lift, the backlog I wasn't worried about it really going away. I just couldn't find techs.
So what's next for you guys?
Next is I would like to bring on at some point 1 more tech for road service. And I've got one of my other sons is in diesel school right now. He'll be back next spring. Just got out of the Marine Corps. He'll be coming on board. Then I'd like to work Cody more into a management role, running the business, and maybe looking for a bigger shop location.
Okay. And do you feel like this program that we're running is scalable? Like, do you feel like as you add other technicians, you can just come to us and you found a button that you could kind of turn up if you need more work?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to probably turn it up. Always been a slow point for us, so I'll probably turn it up a little bit here either next month or this month, just to give it the extra push we need to keep the business flowing through the end of the year, which is, like I say, typically a little bit slower for us. I mean, normally we're like 550,000 the first half of the year and maybe 400 the second half of the year. So we take a pretty drastic drop. And if we can just keep that steady, that's a huge improvement. But I think we'll keep it steady or improve it.
Yeah, I think the cards are all in your hands. And I think like you said, if you have these levers and you're willing to turn them up, there's no reason in the area you're in and the amount of trucking and the amount of equipment that's in your area there. I think you should have no problem. I mean, I'd like to say hitting 1.5, but I don't know.
That's my goal for next year. If we get over $1 million this year, I'd be really happy. If we go to $1.5 million next year, I think that's a forward to.
When you were talking to Oliver, you said that working with us here was a 9 out of 10. I know you've mentioned the calls. Is that the main reason? What's working and what's the missing point? Like, what would make it a 10 out of 10?
Well, my only complaint through this whole process was right at first, I kept getting hit up for reviews for how it was going. And just a phone call is fine, but trying to put a review out when I really didn't have, in my opinion, enough data to say, It looked like it was working, but to say, hey, everything's great without give me 6 months.
Appreciate it. I appreciate that you did that, because now we actually have a much better story to tell.
Communication's great, and that's what I hated the last company for, is I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Here, it's a quick, I just type a message in Slack. If it's 20 minutes before I get a response, that's a long time. They're quick.
All right, Dean, last question for you here, man. What would you say to another diesel shop owner who's maybe looking at Repair Lift and sitting on the fence of whether or not, they want to move forward with us to drive traffic to their shop? What would you say to somebody like that?
I would say 100%. If you are looking to grow your business and get more customers in the door, give you a call. I've got no complaints. I'm not looking elsewhere. Everything's working great. If you have a diesel shop, give them a call. It's been great for my business, and you'll definitely grow your business with these guys.
Amazing, man. Thank you so much, Dean. I appreciate it.